Chicos, hoy es jueves, el 13 de mayo de 2021. Hoy tenemos para empezar, I've got that Capítulo 3 review up and ready for you guys. You're watching the video. Some words today that you need to know, which you need to go ahead and type those in your Chapter 4 quote-unquote notebook. For you guys, it's online since you're virtual students. But atentamente means attentively. A lot of times when you see this ending mente, that just in English translates to ly. Ver, just as a reminder, it means to see, okay? So a lot of times we'll see in this book like Raquel ve que blah blah blah. That means Raquel sees that blah blah blah. Or in the past chapter, we saw that Antonio said, "No me importa Raquel." And then Raquel was walking by Antonio, but it said, "Antonio no la ve." La, remember that's a DOP, so Antonio no la ve means Antonio does not see her. No la ve, does not see her. Pensar, again, a reminder for this one, this is an E to I stem change. This means to think. So if I say, ella piensa que blah blah blah, that means she thinks that. Or ellos piensan que, they think that. Boca is your mouth, boca. Sola means alone, right? Like the song I'm Riding Solo. That was maybe before your guys' time, but solo or sola is the feminine version for alone since it's an adjective. Abandonar means to abandon. So in this chapter we're about to read, you'll see a lot of times this is going to be in the he, she, or it past preterite tense. So if it says la abandonó, that means he abandoned her. Again, using our DOPs. La leyenda means a legend, Confesar means to confess. You can see a lot of these are good cognates for us, but this is an E to IE stem change as well. Just want you guys to know that. So when you see ella no confiesa, that means she does not confess. Confiesa. Sentir is also an E to IE. Have you ever heard the phrase lo siento? That means I'm sorry, but it literally just means I feel it. Siento. Siento, siente, siente, sentimos, sentís, sienten. Okay? Por means for. Distinguishing between por and para is very difficult, and we're not going to get into that in this year, but it just means for. Sometimes it can also mean through. Permitir means to permit. Tocar, we've learned this as to play, like to play an instrument, but it actually can also mean to touch. So if I say, yo toco mi cabeza, I touch my head, okay? Yo toco mi brazo, I touch my arm. And finally, your last word for today is código. Código means a code. If you've ever watched Pirates of the Caribbean, they talk a lot about the code. The código de los piratas. Now, where did we end off yesterday? Just as a modern day equivalent. If you guys have ever watched the movie High School Musical, number 1, there's a scene where Troy says, Gabriela no me importa, and ella está muy triste, right? She's very sad. That reminds me of what happened yesterday in our book. If you remember, Antonio here says, no me importa Raquel. But Raquel's his novia, right? But in the same moment that he says, no me importa Raquel, she's walking towards the restaurant and passes for or through the front of the plaza. She hears Antonio and is sad. Okay, so she heard no me importa Raquel. She's very sad. So Antonio goes, Antonio no la ve. Here's what I was talking about. Antonio does not see her. Then Antonio yells to his men, a la costa, al barco, rápido! And they leave running and se escapan. So they escape. Raquel observa todo. Está muy triste porque no se va con Antonio. She's very sad because she does not go with Antonio. She's still in Puerto del Príncipe. And that's where we start off for our chapter today. Again, if you want to read this on your own, feel free. If you want to stay with me for a little bit of help with understanding, then I'll be here. Here we go. Capítulo número 4. Un secreto femenino. Estamos en el 12 de mayo. El 12 de mayo! That's so funny. Sorry, when I'm filming this, it's actually May 12th, so anyway. El 12 de mayo de 1670, en Puerto del Príncipe, Cuba. Henry Morgan y los piratas buscan a Antonio Medina, el hombre que tiene el mapa. Henry no ve. Here we see the conjugation of ver, to see. So Henry does not see Antonio Medina. Pero sí ve a una mujer atractiva. So he does see una mujer, a woman, atractiva. Ella es muy, muy bonita. Ella tiene pelo largo, long hair, y ojos, your eyes, misteriosos. Ella está triste, muy, muy triste. Henry quiere hablar con la mujer. Ella es una mujer fantástica. Henry la mira intentamente, again using our direct object pronoun. So Henry looks at her attentively. Mira su cuerpo, de la cabeza a los pies. Pies, remember those are your feet. De la cabeza a los pies. A Henry le gusta la mujer. Quiere hablarle románticamente. Y Henry le dice, hola, me gustan tus zapatos. Me gustan tus zapatos. Sometimes the guys, when they try to talk to a woman they find attractive, they kind of trip over their words, okay? Same things happen to the girls, by the way. Okay, girls trip over their words too. Goes both ways. So anyway, what does he say here? Me gustan tus zapatos. I like your shoes. Ay, los chicos. La mujer mira curiosamente a Henry y le responde, gracias. Henry dice, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Raquel. Mucho gusto, yo soy el capitán Henry Morgan. Raquel dice, mucho gusto. A Henry le gusta Raquel. Quiere hablar más con ella. Los ojos negros, again, your eyes are your ojos. Los ojos negros de Henry miran a los ojos de Raquel. Ella le dice a Henry, ¿de dónde eres? Again, we know who's talking because when it says a someone's name, that means to that person. So she says to Henry, ¿de dónde eres? He responds, yo soy de Europa. Yo soy inglés. Oh, yo soy inglés. Okay, so he's from England. Pero tengo una casa en la isla, the island, Jamaica. ¿De dónde eres tú? Yo soy de Veracruz, dice Raquel. Henry dice, de Veracruz. Entonces, ¿por qué estás en Puerto del Príncipe? Raquel piensa, there's our pensar verb, she thinks, en los piratas. A ella le gusta la mala reputación de Henry. A ella le gusta su plata. See, his money. His silver. También. Henry es un pirata atractivo. Raquel mira means to look at. Ver means to see. So, slight difference. Mira a Henry y piensa en su novio. Remember, su means his or her. In this case, we're talking about her, right? We got to figure out from context. So she's looking at Henry and she's thinking about her boyfriend, Antonio. Crossroads, right? Henry es un pirata atractivo, pero ella ya tiene un novio, Antonio. Ella no está contenta con Antonio porque la abandonó en Puerto del Príncipe. Again, here's our abandonar. So he abandoned her, right? DOP. He abandoned her. No comprende, does not understand, las acciones de Antonio. When do we understand the actions of Antonio? See? Raquel le responde. Perdón? Perdón? Henry dice otra vez, ¿por qué estás en Puerto del Príncipe? Raquel le responde, magníficos zapatos. Magníficos zapatos cubanos. Right? Magnificent shoes, Cuban. So magnificent Cuban shoes. A Henry le gustan los zapatos de Raquel y también le gustan sus ojos, su pelo y su boca. Henry le pregunta, ¿estás sola en Cuba? Are you alone in Cuba? Ella dice, sí. Henry dice, ¿cómo es posible? ¿Cómo es posible? How is it possible que una mujer tan bonita como tú está solo? ¿Cómo es posible? Raquel dice, porque mi novio me abandonó, right? Because my boyfriend abandoned me. Henry dice, ay, ¿por qué te abandonó? Why did he abandon you? Right? So keep working with those DOPs. Ella dice, él no quiere un romance. Él prefiere la plata. Henry escucha plata y responde a Raquel con curiosidad. Ah, plata. Remember that means silver. Plata. ¿El hombre tiene plata? Raquel dice, tú eres un hombre típico. Típico hombre, ¿sí? Los hombres prefieren la plata. Y las mujeres, and women, el romance. En ese momento, in this moment, Raquel prefiere escuchar las aventuras de Henry. Le pregunta a Henry, ¿por qué estás tú en Cuba? Henry dice, yo tengo una misión. ¿Qué misión? Un mapa secreto. Raquel dice, ¿qué mapa? Henry dice, es un mapa de una isla secreta. La isla tiene plata y un líquido mágico. El líquido se llama agua de vida, water of life. Raquel dice, ¡ay! El agua de vida es una leyenda. Right? It's a legend. Henry dice, no es una leyenda, es real. Y yo necesito el mapa para buscar el agua. Yo necesito el mapa para buscar el agua. Raquel dice, ¿dónde está el mapa? ¿Dónde está? Where is it? Henry dice, yo sé, right? That's the yo form of saber, to know. Yo sé que un hombre español lo tiene. I know that. Un hombre español, a Spanish man, lo tiene. He has it. The lo's replacing el mapa, right? He has it. Raquel quiere más información sobre Antonio. Oh, sorry. Raquel quiere más información. Remember, quiere means want. That's going to show up all the time in this book. Quiere más información. ¿Por qué? Because Antonio busca el mapa secreto y él es español. Raquel le pregunta a Henry. So this is Raquel asking Henry, right? A Henry. She's asking to Henry. ¿Cómo se llama el hombre? Medina. Antonio Medina. Raquel le escucha a Antonio con mucha atención. Ella piensa, Antonio tiene el mapa, ¿eh? El hombre que Henry busca se llama Antonio Medina y él es mi novio, ¿sí? Ella no le confiesa nada. Remember, confiesa means confess. No le confiesa nada de su relación con Antonio. No. No menciona, she does not mention, que Antonio es su novio. Su relación con Antonio es un secreto. Ella no revela su secreto. She does not reveal her secret. Raquel nota, she notes, right? Que Henry siente, he feels. Siente, it's from a verb sentir. Una atracción por ella. Ella quiere usar a Henry. Chica mala. Quiere usar, she wants to use Henry. Quiere usar el barco de Henry, the boat of Henry, para buscar a Antonio. Raquel le dice a Henry, yo quiero buscar el mapa también. ¿Me permites ir a bordo de tu barco? So again, we gotta figure out our conjugations, right? Permites means you, right? This is the to conjugation. Tu permites. So do you permit me? Remember, if I was saying I permit, I'd say yo permito. But I'm saying me permites. So do you permit me to go aboard of your ship? Quiere buscar el mapa también. Mentirosa. She's lying, right? Henry dice, no se permite a mujeres en un barco de piratas. Right? Se permite means it is not permitted. A mujeres for women. En un barco, in a ship de piratas. Raquel le toca románticamente. Right? Tocar means to touch. Románticamente en el brazo, the arm, de Henry. Y le dice, los piratas no permiten a una mujer en el barco, right? So she's trying to coax him. And he says, correcto, existe un código de los piratas. Un código, a code. El código no permite a mujeres a bordo del barco. Es una tradición pirata. It's a pirate tradition. No se permite a una mujer a barco. Blink, blink, blinky, blink, blink. A Henry le gusta Raquel. No le importa el código, porque él quiere ir con Raquel. Y por eso Henry responde, nosotros los piratas no permitimos a mujeres a bordo del barco, pero sí permitimos a piratas. Permitimos a mujeres con ropa de pirata, right? We permit women, mujer, with the clothes of pirate. Ropa means clothes. Permitimos a mujeres con ropa de piratas. ¿Cómo? Right? How? Henry mira a Raquel de los pies a la cabeza, from the feet to the head. La observa atentamente y le responde, pantalones, una chaqueta, un sombrero. Vas a ser una pirata muy bonita. Vas a ser is you're going to be. Vas a ser una pirata muy bonita. Raquel dice, es un plan fantástico. Yo voy a necesitar un nombre, a name, masculino. José, Juan, Rodrigo. Henry y Raquel piensan en muchos nombres y por fin, finally, Raquel le dice, Raquel dice, Santiago, sí, sí, Santiago, un hombre muy masculino. Henry mira a Santiago y le responde, mucho gusto, Santiago. Y Raquel le dice, mucho gusto, Henry. Raquel está muy contenta porque ella va, that's a conjugation of ir, goes, she goes, va con el famoso pirata Capitán Henry Morgan. También ella va, she goes, con un secreto enorme. Realmente quiere hablar con Antonio y no quiere estar con Henry. Ella quiere investigar por qué la abandonó. So that's a really key sentence here, chicos. What's her motivation? Her secreto enorme, what is it? Quiere means she wants. Hablar, to speak. Con is with Antonio. So she wants to speak with Antonio. No quiere estar. Remember, star means to be. She does not want to be with Henry. Quiere investigar. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué separated with an accent means why. So she wants to investigate why la abandonó. Why he abandoned her. And end of the chapter. Okay? So, main points. She's dressing up as a pirate so she can go aboard the ship with Henry. She doesn't actually want to be with Henry. She wants to find Antonio and say, why did you leave me? And Henry doesn't know her secret, that she's actually Antonio's girlfriend. So she's keeping that from Henry. All right, chicos, go ahead and do your summary sentences and predictions. Nos vemos mañana para capítulo número 5. Adiós, chicos.